Brothers of the autumn wind. As autumn arrived quietly, the world began to change its colors. The once green fields turned into oceans of gold, and the wind carried a chill that whispered of endings and beginnings. In these wide-open lands lived three Appaloosa brothers, Storm, Ash, and River, bound not by rope or command, but by blood, memory, and an unspoken promise to never leave one another behind. Storm, the eldest, ran with strength carved by responsibility. His spotted coat bore the marks of countless seasons, and his eyes carried wisdom shaped by loss and survival. Ash, the middle brother, was fire and spirit swift, curious, and always the first to challenge the horizon. River, the youngest, followed closely, his steps lighter, his heart still learning the language of the world, trusting his brothers with a faith only innocence can give. They had grown together under open skies, drinking from the same streams, resting beneath the same stars. When winter storms came, they stood shoulder to shoulder. When summer burned the land, they shared shade and silence. Their bond was not spoken, it was lived. On one cold autumn morning, as frost kissed the grass, a sudden sound filled the sky, the flutter of wings. A vast flock of sparrows lifted from the fields, swirling like living smoke against the pale sun. They were leaving, heading south, chasing warmth. River watched them with wide eyes, his breath rising in soft clouds. Ash stamped the ground, restless. Storm raised his head slowly, listening not to the birds but to the season itself. Autumn was not just a time of beauty. It was a warning. Stay too long and the cold would steal strength. Leave too early and the land would forget you. Then, without signal or sound, Storm began to run. Ash followed instantly, laughter in his stride. River hesitated for only a heartbeat before his legs moved, driven by trust more than understanding. Together, the three Appaloosa brothers surged forward, hooves thundering against the earth, chasing the sparrows, not to catch them, but to follow their call. The golden fields blurred beneath them. The wind tore through their manes, cold but alive. Each breath burned their lungs, yet filled their hearts. This was not escape, it was purpose. As they ran, memories ran with them. Storm remembered the first winter when their mother never returned. Ash remembered the night he almost froze alone before Storm found him. River remembered learning to run, stumbling, and feeling two bodies flank him so he would not fall. The sun began its descent, painting the sky in fire and amber. Their shadows stretched long across the land, three becoming one. They did not speak, yet they moved in perfect rhythm, brotherhood made flesh. A ridge rose ahead, the final climb before the open plains beyond. River's steps faltered. The cold bit harder here. Storm slowed instantly, brushing his shoulder against River's side. Ash circled back, breathing hard but smiling, his presence saying, "We finished together." With renewed strength, they climbed. At the top, the world opened before them, vast, endless, unknown. The sparrows disappeared into the glowing horizon. The brothers stood still, chests heaving, steam rising from their bodies like spirits. They had not followed the birds to the south, not yet. But they had followed something greater, the call to move forward together. As night settled and the first stars appeared, the three Appaloosa brothers turned toward the path ahead. Wherever warmth waited, wherever life led them next, they would go as they always had, together, because seasons change. Lands fade. But brotherhood, true brotherhood, runs deeper than winter, stronger than distance, and freer than the wind.